To add a widget, what you need to do is to press down on your screen, select this middle option that says widgets, and if it's quick functions, you have a choice there. If it's clock, you have a choice there, notes, weather, calculator, music, Chrome, etc. So it's very simple. From your settings menu, scroll up until you see additional settings, which is here. Select it. 3/4 of the way down, we'll select one-handed mode, and important to make sure it's enabled there. And as it states below, swipe left or right from the home button to pull the screen closer to one side. And you have choices of how you want that one-handed mode section to be, whether 4.5 inches, 4 inches or 3.5. I'll leave it at 4.5. And now let's go and test it out. Okay, so from the home button, there you go. Swipe to the right. And obviously I can do anything within the one-handed mode. I can take calls, watch movies, play games, etc. And then once I finish, just tap on there, you're back to square one. To set up your IR Blaster, so just go here, look for this app, the one that says MI Remote, tap on it, and it says Add Remote. And as you can see, you have a choice of devices that you want your IR Blaster to work with. So maybe projector, DVD player, television, camera, etc. So if it's TV, just go along, you set it up and you're good to go. To add or remove a watermark, go to your camera, select this option on the top right, select settings here, and then select this one that says watermark. And if you select this top option, as it states, you can add timestamps to your photos, and if you enable the second option here, you can custom the watermark. So you can write anything that you like here and it will appear on the photos. And just below here it says up to 14 Chinese characters or 18 letters. And then once you're happy, just tap on save. Whenever you're within the camera app, anything you do or select will be highlighted in yellow. If I choose portrait there, it's in yellow. Anything I do will be in yellow. So if I go here, select here, you can see it'll always be in yellow. But you can change that. To do so, go into settings and scroll up a bit until you see customize here. Then select colors, and these are the range of colors you can choose from. So let's go for this blue one here, and that's a preview of what it will look like. And it is imperative that you tap on apply. Now once we go back again, look, now the color has changed to that blue. To change the layout of the modes within the more section, tap on camera, scroll along here, select more, and if you do not want it in this format, so just up here where those symbols are, tap on it and you can have them in this layout. To take advantage of the 108 megapixel camera, go into your camera app, scroll along, go to more, and then just at the top here you will select the 108 megapixel camera and it's showing there that it's on. To shoot videos in 4K at 30 frames per second, go into your camera, select video, up on the top right there, and then you'll select this one on the top right, which is 4K at 30 frames per second. To be able to scan QR codes, you need to go into your camera, then select there on the top right, select settings, Then select the third option down, which is Smart Suggestions. And then you'll select this last option there. And just to remind you, it states here, only the rear camera can scan QR codes in the photo mode. Once you do that, you're good to go. To save or remove the location info on your photos, go to Camera, select the top right there, go to Settings, then scroll up, and here where it says Save Location Info, you will enable that. And if you do not want the location to be saved on your photos, you just disable it. Before filming or taking any photos, you can be notified if you have a dirty lens. To do so, tap on Camera. So we're in photo mode, tap on the right here, select Settings, and then if we go to Live Tips, and then we will select this top option here, and as it states below, receive a notification when the lens is dirty. First thing to do is to go into your camera app, top right here, then go to Settings, then scroll up until you see Volume Buttons function. Just tap on the right here, and you can use the volume rocker to operate the shutter, to operate the shutter countdown, the zoom, and the volume. In your settings menu, scroll up, select Always on Display and Lock Screen, and then 3/4 of the way down where it says Raise to Wake, you'll enable this option and you're good to go. Go to your settings menu, scroll up, select Always on Display and Lock Screen, and then you'll select this option that says Double Tap to Wake or Turn Off Screen. So enable that, and as it states below, you can double tap to turn the screen off when either default or classic theme is applied. From here, scroll up until you see Display, then scroll up until you see Brightness Level, select it, and then in the middle here where it says Sunlight Mode, you enable that, and as it states below, adjust brightness to strong ambient light when automatic brightness is off, and that's here. So this one, automatic brightness, needs to be off for this to be enabled and working. In your settings, scroll up until you see Password and Security, which is there, and you'll have one option which is to unlock through Face ID, or if you tap on here, say enter my PIN, tap on Next, and the other three options are as follows. You can use a pattern, you can use the PIN, or the password. And if we go back, it looks like we can even unlock it via the Bluetooth device. When it comes to the second space, there are a few ways you can access this. Okay, one way of doing that is going to your settings, over here, type in second space, and then as it states here, set a designated screen lock for second space, separate and secure your data. So if you tap on here, go to second space, so it's switching over now, so this is the second space, and you can give your device to maybe your children to play with or to anybody else, and then they can do whatever they like, maybe go on the internet, have a browse on YouTube or whatever, and they wouldn't have any access to your own personal data. So you see, they can go on YouTube, do anything else as they see fit. and they'll be none the wiser as to what personal information you have. And just to prove that is the case, what I would do is, I'm just trying to find the gallery here. Okay, well, there are no photos in there. This one should have its own, there we go, separate gallery. So in the second space, you'll see there are no photos in the second space. And what I'm going to do is go back. So if your friend or whoever is using your device decides to tap on this switch to go back to your personal, look at that. It does require your password, which only you will know. Obviously, you can enter that when they finished, and then switching back, and look at that. Now you have all your own data here, and in this gallery there should be some photos. Here you go, look, which were not in the second space. So that is really, really useful. And the other way you can set this up is obviously for your main space here, you can use your thumb, and for the second space, you can set it up so that you use another finger. So maybe this one. So that's easily done. So go to settings, scroll up until you see always on display and lock screen. Then scroll up until you see wallpaper carousel. And as it states below, stunning images and exciting stories delivered to you daily. So tap on that and make sure that it is enabled. Once that's done, I shall give you a taster of what you should see every time you log in. So I'll just force that to log off. So if I double tap, we got a wallpaper there, again, which looks beautiful. Then once it switches off, it refreshes. So if I double tap again, look at that. Oh my goodness, that's put a few pounds on me just looking at that. And if you're interested in reading about whatever article that comes up, so again, double tap. Here where it says discover, just tap on here. And you can read more about the wallpaper that you saw. And the beauty with this is that once you finish, or whoever you give your phone to finish reading it, comes back here, so they will have no access to your device because it does require your PIN to access the device. When you're in your recents, if you do not like scrolling vertically and you would prefer to scroll horizontally, that's not a problem. So you do is go to your settings, go to home screen, and then scroll up until you see this one that says arrange items in recents. Tap on that and then select horizontally. So then if we go back here now, and if we go to recents, we now scroll horizontally. From the settings menu, scroll up until you see apps, which is here, then select it. 3/4 of the way down, select this one that says dual apps. And as it states here, you can create 16 dual apps. So you go ahead, tap on create. Obviously I haven't created one, it says Facebook is one. And this is a list of the dual apps that are supported. Obviously I haven't downloaded any other apps. As you download other apps, then this list will be extended. So you can go ahead and create your dual apps. From your settings, scroll up until you see apps, select it, and then right at the very bottom, you'll select app lock. And as it states there, protect your privacy with app lock, and that's obviously for individual apps. And as it states further down, you can use app lock with 9 apps. So you just go ahead, follow the instructions, and you can set that up so that each of those individual 9 apps will require some sort of password. To activate the screen recorder, first thing to do is to go into the app or whatever you want to record. For this tutorial, I'm just going to stay on this page. Then pull down the notification panel, scroll up there, and then I will select screen recorder, and you will see it just here. Once I'm ready, I tap on it, and there you can see the recorder. It is now recording. So go ahead. So imagine I'm giving a tutorial to somebody how to locate a particular item on their device. Go along like this. Great. Once I've finished, just tap on here, tap on it, and you'll see there, look, screen record, save screen recording to the gallery. There you go. If you scroll down on the notification panel, scroll down again, and then if we just scroll up, tap on this nearby share, obviously your device name will come up, and then you just turn it on here, and then you're good to go. To adjust the brightness on your device, you can pull down on the notification panel, and just here on this bar here, so just hold it down. Look at that, that's really low, and look at that, all the way to maximum brightness. Obviously, the brightest that you have it, the more it will drain the battery. So there you go. In your settings, scroll up until you see sound and vibration. Select it, scroll up again until we get to do not disturb, and we'll enable it. And as it states below, there'll be no reminders for incoming calls and notifications until it is turned off.